going on, veterans? My name is Junius Bennett. I am 100% permanent total Navy Desert Storm veteran. And today I'm going to share with you a $14,000 medical Nexus letter. That's right. I made over $14,000 with this piece of paper. You know, I talked about in the previous videos that the Title 38 Part 4 law that governs VA disability specifically states you got to meet the 3 elements of service connection. And the third element is the most important element. That's the medical nexus. If you have been outside the military, if you've been separated more than 12 months, then you need a medical nexus. Why? Because you pretty much could have another job that could have gave you this injury. That's the VA standpoint. So you need one of these, all right, a medical nexus letter to go into your C file when you're filing. Now, I was very greedy. I was homeless and I was greedy. I was homeless. I will say this 3 times. I was homeless and I was greedy. All right. So I had to garner up a lot of money. I sold things. I did what I had to do to see these medical nexus doctors. I had to pay out of pocket. So I filed 11 disabilities. So I had to have a lot of paper to get these, okay? Because an average medical nexus letter runs about, I would say, $175 to $200 per nexus letter. And I had 11. So you can kind of tell how much money and time that I put into my VA process. Now, one of the key things, I talked about the 3 opponents in your VA disability. The CMP examiner, it's going to be QTC, Veterans VES. I think there's another outsourced CMP contract examiner that they send you to. The key is here is that most of these people are not specialists. There's only a few different professions that they require to have specialists, okay? And so the difference with the New Life Insider program that you're going to enroll into, and you're going to have a specialist that's going to go against your CMP examiner. Now, one of the things, number one, you need 10 things in your medical nexus. Doctor's logo, signature, office number, okay? That needs to be displayed. You need to display the specialties of that particular doctor. In this letter, this is a pediatric and adult ENT doctor, endoscopic sinus surgery, hearing loss, migraine headache, snoring, and sleep apnea. These are his specialties. All right, this is on his letterhead. So it's letting them know, the CMP examiner, you're not messing with a punk. All right, so the specialties are listed. Date of the letter, the date of the letter that it was written for the veteran. That has to be there, of course, self-explanatory. Date of examination. Yes, the specialists have to write the date of examination, all right? Mr. Bennett was seen in my office on 12/27/2018. They need to know when you did the examination. The qualifications, all right? I am a board certified ENT head and neck surgeon. I've been asked to write a statement in support of claims for Junius Bennett. See, these are all telling the CMP examiner, watch it, we're not messing with no punks here, okay? Statement of review. I have personally reviewed Mr. Bennett's medical history as he's provided. I've also reviewed and noted the circumstances and events of military service in which he sustained facial trauma while in the military on November 6, 1992. Yes, that incident is in there. Why? Because I gave the doctor the evidence. All right. So you got a statement of review. He need to review your records currently from the VA or your private doctor before him and your military records. All right. Eliminate off other risk factors. That's key inside the medical nexus letter. All right. Let's see. Mr. Bennett has no other known risk factors that may have precipitated his current condition. We're leaving it all out there on the line. This is what a nexus letter does for you. Okay, we eliminated the risk factors. Professional opinion. This is the reason why we got to have a medical nexus, because the CMP examiner is going to have a professional opinion about you. They don't know you. They don't know your family. They don't know your spouse. They don't know your children, and they don't care. So you need somebody to work on your behalf. So the professional opinion. After review of pertinent records, it is my professional opinion that it is highly likely that Mr. Bennett's condition is a direct result of facial trauma sustained on November 6, 1992 related to his military stories. I got knocked out. I got sucker punched November 6, 1992. I had to show him on my evidence from my service treatment records where I got a concussion, where I went to the hospital. All of that stuff he's been reviewed. Mr. Bennett did not have a nasal obstruction or any facial scars prior to the sustained facial trauma on November 6, 1992. Therefore, as his nasal obstruction began immediately after November 6, 1992 incident and then his facial scar, the trauma is directly related and is the cause of his facial scar and nasal obstruction and deviated septum. Based on the records provided, Mr. Bennett has optimal weight in the military, so it is very unlikely that his weight will be causing factor for his obstructive sleep apnea. Can I get an amen? It's not because of my weight. Yeah, I'm about 265.8 right about now. From a medical point of view, oh, here goes the medical rationale. Number 9, medical rationale. From a medical point of view, the deviated septum, which is the broken nose, was caused by the facial trauma, boom, on November 6, 1992, and his nasal obstruction and deviated septum, so I got a broken nose and an obstruction in my nasal cavity, is more than likely to be related to his obstructive sleep apnea, which contributed to his hypertension. Ladies and gentlemen, this medical nexus letter was so fire, I was able to get hypertension connected. I was able to get that scar connected, broken nose connected, and the most valuable connection was a secondary connection because I did not have any proof in the military that I suffered from obstructive sleep apnea. That was a 50% rating out of nothing but 10s. My impression that the trauma sustained while on active duty November 6, 1992 is the cause of Mr. Bennett's nasal obstruction, deviated septum, and facial scarring and should be considered service-connected. Please feel free to contact me if any further discussions is requested. Come on now. Now, the offer to be contacted. These are the 10 things that our doctors that are top-notch, highly rated, specialized in the field that you need to get a medical nexus. And guess what? This got me $14,000. How did it get me $14,000? Well, I waited the full 12 months. When you do your intent to file, you got 12 months to get this stuff together. I waited 12 months. If you look at the 10% for the scar, that ain't no money, 140 times 12. The money came from the sleep apnea at 50%, 1,000 times 12 months. Plus the other 10s equaled about $14,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that office visit cost me $175. This Nexus letter cost me $100. A $275 investment, one time, with all the evidence, got me $14,000. Ladies and gentlemen, stop the frustration today. Enroll into the New Life Insider program. Go to New Life Veterans. Log on for a free consultation and watch New Life Veterans change your life. Talk to you soon. God bless.